Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So today's video is recap number 2 of the fostering recap, so let's get on to it. One may not be as exciting, but we need to go over it. About Yuki and Rocky. So we decided to foster in about March. These two puppies, they were really big and we weren't expecting that, but I was totally fine with that. Like, I love big dogs, so yeah. So it was super fun. We picked them up a couple days after we decided to get them, and they were so cute, so sweet, and very, very energetic. Playing with them, taking them outside like all day long. They love it outside. We have a lot of land, so it's perfect. But yeah, they're so sweet, and they ate their food amazing, took the probiotics. So yeah, they act completely normal, so I think they'll be able to have surgery really soon. So much fun with them, honestly, the first couple of days, but then they ended up just getting kind of crazy, and I wasn't really prepared for that, and so they got really, really crazy. When I say really crazy, I say bitey, crazy. I've had so many puppies, including more big puppies, which I'll get to later in the recaps, and they were bitey, but just not to this level. And I had so many fun memories with these, but I also just had a lot of difficult ones, and bitey, literally scratching my arm down like I would get from a cat, but like a big puppy. And so yeah, and then also, not saying they're bad puppies at all, this is just the breed and I know this, but they did, I would teach them tricks all day long and they would forget it the next day after reel, which is, that just comes with training dogs, and I totally understand that, but it was just difficult for me. And so that's why I say they're really crazy, not that they're bad dogs. I know they can become absolutely amazing babies for someone. And they were super sick too, so if they would have been not as sick, I probably would have continued fostering them, but they were so sick, and they were absolutely insane, biting my arm. I didn't know how to handle it. Now I think I can handle it because I've done a lot more puppies. Back then I didn't really know. So that's what happened. But so we ended up having them for a week and then transferring them to another foster, but that happens all the time, and that's why we have the fostering community, because other fosters can help you out. We've been able to take puppies from other people, and it just really shows that not every breed is right for you, but fostering is a way to try that out. They're really sweet, and I still am horribly sad we had to transfer them, but I'm glad for the experience, and I definitely am more experienced now and know how to handle some really bitey puppies. So they actually ended up going on the website when the other foster had them up for adoption. It actually took months of going to every single adoption event. So since we live pretty far from the shelter, we are really glad that that happened, that we had to transfer them, even though it was so sad for me to have to do that because they got adopted so slowly. And our next video will be of one of my favorite groups this whole year. So even though we didn't have them as long as we had wanted to hopefully have had them, I still gave them so much love, and I cherish those moments with them. I'm so glad I got to give them a loving home for that first week, and I'm so glad they found perfect forever families. And now, I just know that cattle dogs isn't really the breed for me. So, our next video will be so much better than this week's video. I just kind of wanted to briefly touch on that so you guys can just know what happened with that group, because I have a couple videos of that, but I didn't really go over it fully. So, our next group will be Ruby and Romeo. My absolute favorite baby was Romeo, and I still miss him to this day. So definitely stay tuned for next week, because that will be super fun. And we did keep them to the end. We kept all the other groups. It just happened to be this group was super insane for us. So, yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe down below. Hit that notification bell. Give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below more video ideas. And we want to wish you a very happy Thanksgiving, because when this video goes up, it will be Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next week. Bye.